Hi Swati, my name is Sanjida Khan and I head the business Propel here, which is an automated SaaS-based platform which we offer to corporates to manage their employee R&R and channel incentive programs. If you can introduce yourself also.
Sure, Sanjida. Thanks for the introduction. And my name is Swati Manava. I am working as a senior manager for human resources in ALPLA India Private Limited. Have been associated with ALPLA for the last 9+ years, you can say. Okay, and the journey still continues. So ALPLA is into rigid plastics packaging. We started our business in a place called Austria in Hard in 1955. Okay, there's a place called Hard, and in 1955 we started. So its presence is there in about 46 countries with over 190 production plants, and we have about 23,300 employees, and especially in India we started in 2006, so you can say it is 15+ year old company. And we have our workforces spread across in places like Baddi, you talk about Sitarganj, or Silvassa, which is in Dadra and Nagar Haveli, Assam, Karnataka, and many other places. So the biggest plants we have is in Silvassa and in Hyderabad as well. So this consists of both the regular plants as well as in-house plants, where we actually do it for our clients in their location or in their premises.
Got
Yeah.
it. Got it. So quite a challenge to introduce something which is completely digital to engage them.
Don't ask about it. So it is, of course.
So,
I
what are the typical challenges generally? Because this is a manufacturing setup, Swati. So, what are these typical challenges which you face, in terms of engaging your employees?
So it could be a couple of things, Sanjita. One is, having a workforce, especially who are working on the shop floor, on the machines, they don't get time to just come out and take a break. They have a very, very, very restrictive break of 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And then, it is a mundane or a routine job that they have to do, until a certain level. Very, very important is that, how do we keep their motivation levels high? At the same time, how do we make the work a little more challenging and engaging? Plus, it is just not that, when the world is leading to digitizations, introducing it to certain people who would rarely look at certain things, making them understand what is this digitization all about, how does it benefit to them, is one of the biggest challenges that we have, because most of our workforce works on the shop floor, as I told you, 60 to 70%. Creating a culture of belongingness, or where the employees feel valued irrespective of you are there, your presence is there, they should feel loyal and valued. That is one of the most important things that we always look forward, because these motivation levels will also make them feel more engaged, and then the productivity obviously is directly proportionally related to this, you can say, and that's how it helps overall as an organization as well. So
Correct.
that is one of the challenges that we have.
And I remember initially you told me that this is what you want to bring in the company, equality in terms of engaging all the levels of employees you have, and
Absolutely
that's when Zaggle Propel was introduced to create
true.
that parity, right? So Swati, how has Zaggle helped you in strengthening your relation, with your employees and engaging them, on a larger basis?
So one thing, Sanjida, employee engagement or understanding or keeping up the culture of organization is very, very important. So while doing so, we should also not forget that, as and when the entire country is moving towards digitization or automation, I'm stuck to my traditional approach of working and expect that, employees will also continue to like it. This is not something that any organization would also do it. And rewards and recognitions is a very, very important piece in any organization, if you talk about it, because it sounds very easy, but it is not, because this piece will actually keep your employees motivated, and this is what your keeps also your business running. This is directly linked with so many aspects of the organization, be it their productivity, be it their employees morale, be it their longevity in the organization, the vintage of the employees, and getting in references and many more. It all depends on this one piece of how much I'm able to keep the employees highly engaged and motivated. While doing this, as I told you, we had this traditional approach of working, but then the moment we automated this entire system, I think uh, the motivation levels went high. Okay, we were able to be at par with the organization's trends that we have into picture, and at the same time it is much better than what we were doing in the traditional way. And this
Right.
is what exactly an organization wants. While I put in the new trends, while I put in the new technology, while I do a digitization or automation, I should also ensure that my employees are extremely satisfied with it. I think in a nutshell, Zaggle has provided, it was like an all-in-one package for us. It came out to us as a wonderful thing. The
Thanks.
platform just had a bang on our requirements of culturally engaging and keeping the employees high and inspiring. I think this is one of the best platforms which has more or less agreed to what all customizations we wanted. Looking at our employees, the kind of things we wanted, could be small, could be big, could be linking to the organizational values, could be any of the small rewards we wanted to launch. I think the customizations were more comfortable with Zaggle, and that is the entire process of managing, or you can say the points calculations. For a very simple example, if I have to take the monthly reward system, so we said that it has to be in 1:10 ratio. It has to be एक plant को इतना ही दिखना चाहिए, the other people approvers पे इतना ही होना चाहिए. So any kind of customizations we wanted as per our requirements, I think that was
Yes.
well taken care by Zaggle. And I must say the team has been extremely supportive right from designing the web page. Uh, the team came to ALPLA office. We sat together. We said that which design can we finalize. Login page aisa hona chahiye, landing page aisa hona chahiye. And there was never a moment, probably whenever I used to call up, I used to get an instant support ki हाँ ये हो जाएगा. I think more than getting to things online, for any business also, that assurance means a lot, Sanjita.
True, true.
Ki, yeah, we are there, so we will take care. So that's what we always wanted, and I think Zaggle was actually bang on that.
Thanks, Swati. And I think it's very important when you have a diverse mix of employees, right? Wherein you as a HR obviously aware that how they will
Mm,
respond to such thing, and communicating directly to us, and it was important for us all to also to deliver you something which connects your audience, right? Not
correct.
something which becomes mechanical for them and just another software or a platform to engage them.
Exactly,
So yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
that
So,
was there. So linking to this, Swati, what are the typical KPIs which you measure or track via this engagement platform?
so one is, of course, in terms, there are two ways of doing it, Sanjida. One from the manager's perspective also, that, how engaging he has been with the employees. So, of course, there is always, how much ever we do it, it has to be always a top-down approach. So, unless until my manager does, my HOD doesn't do, if my HOD doesn't do, then the operator doesn't do. So, that's how it goes. Now, one of the important things is, while rewards and recognitions were also happening, or the employee engagement were also happening, there was no consistency while we were doing it before. Yeah, it was happening. Now today, when with this platform, when we look at it, I know how many people have been rewarded, how many people have not been rewarded, or why they have not been rewarded. This directly links to the productivity. Not only that, this also helps me tomorrow when I have to do certain increment cycles for the organization. These things add a little more weightage
Yeah, in the
for
form of analytics, you have everything ready,
exactly.
whatever
So
you are
now
measuring.
at this stretch, I don't really have to look at it with a click of a button. I get the reports. I was sharing with Mr. Surendra yesterday also. See, look how many employees have been, the percentage was around 14% for certain plant. It was really nice to see that, these many employees have been rewarded. How many employees have been rewarded multiple times. These things also help us to analyze certain things in the future when I have to really link it directly with the organization, be it for their promotions, be it for their increments, or for any kind of productivity. Now, these employees are the ones who will also add to the productivity. Tomorrow, you ask them to stretch for about an hour, they would be ready to do so.
True, true.
So, it's all linked to one or the other
And
ways.
completely transparent also.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Correct,
Yeah.
correct. So, then how is the response so far, Swati, from
Uh,
the employees?
from the employees, it has been very good. Okay, the first part is, the employees have been really appreciative of the efforts that we have put in. So what we have also done is, Sanjita, now for any organization, when you launch something new, it's very important to have a buy-in from the management. So before we launched this platform across all plants to all the employees, we did a pre-launch with exclusive our management team. And this pre-launch went very well because once we showed them because it was a smaller group, but this was the team who is the decision makers of the organization. It's a team of 40 to 50 members. When we showed them that this is the platform, these are the benefits that you would get as a plant. Also, when I say that, let's say there is an EBM department, there is a scope where you can map ki pure across plants mein EBM mein kaun highest hai, who is the person who has been in the lowest, or who is the HOD who has been making the highest productivity, budget versus actuals mein itna difference hai. When I'm able to show this, this also develops a healthy competition. And this is what exactly we had shown to the management. Plus, what are the other benefits? You want to run a poll, you want to run a survey, the timelines. Now, the days where everybody's on WhatsApp, Facebook, and everything. Our target is to make this also one of those platforms जहाँ पे employee हर 15 मिनट में आधे घंटे में एक बार खोल के देख ले. It's like a WhatsApp, कोई message आया कि नहीं. And this is where we want to take this platform also.
Correct.
And the response from the management was very, very positive. And
We are glad.
once we got, yeah, they were extremely happy. They said that, they're looking forward to the next phase of launch. And, we want to link each and every reward program of ALPLA to this platform. That is our ultimate goal. Not even a single reward or appreciations or any poll service should be going out of this platform. That's what we are aiming at. And I'm sure we will reach that stage with the kind of response. So after this pre-launch, the buying was very easy. And in fact, more than the HR team doing it, I think the HODs and the plant heads had actually done it in a very, very big way. So they had shown the benefits. They had shown that how they can redeem the points. Now, this is something that employees will also like. See, rather than I giving them a gift, what
Correct.
I give you certain points, yeah, you go and buy the one that you want. And this is always employees also look forward to. They are also
The
looking forward
flexibility
to.
which you are providing. Yeah, right.
That is commendable. So far, the response has been excellent from the employees. We have also done a pulse check with our respective plant HR, HODs, asking them, of course, that initial glitches would be that I think very trivial and which can be taken
True,
care of.
true, true.
Yeah.
So, Swati, many manufacturing companies are struggling with the same challenges because the employee mix is very diverse, and every level has a different understanding of such programs. So it's very
Correct.
difficult to engage in such environment. So what will be the key learning which you would like to share with your industry peers?
Uh, One for sure is, always be with your employees to understand their pulse, which is very important. Uh, the ones that I feel that I'm not stressed out, the other person may not feel so. For the same work, he may be feeling stressed out. So I really need to understand that, to get everybody at a common platform as to how I can keep their mental upbeing well and intact. This is very, very important. And especially after COVID, Sanjita, trust me, life has become so unpredictable. People who have got tested positive multiple times, they have really gone down on their morals. So, and these are the places, or in any organization, I think employees spends their maximum time. And when we talk that, it's a family of pioneers, that's what we call ourselves. And when we tell that we are a family, I think we really need to look up to it. And because 8 9 hours an employee spending here, if I don't ensure that his mental well-being or physical well-being is upright, then as an organization, I think we need to really cut our values. This is one of the things that our experiences, or these were the key learnings that actually triggered how do I attract, or how do I retain my talent. And the entire digitization you talk about, or the automation, has a long way to go, because we have also been in bits and pieces doing various other things, and we have seen we get so much of time after we automate things. Of course, in the initial, it's an effort to put structure in place, but the moment it is done, automation takes care of it. And then you have the time to do other things that you always wanted to: be with the employees, spend time with the employees, and move it to the next level. So I think this is one of uh, the efforts which are fruitful for us, because it made a lot of our engagement activities easier and
Right,
rather more structured as well, I would say.
right, right. And it gives you a lot of time to do much more productive things for the organization, right?
Absolutely.
When you have everything
Absolutely.
automated, right?
Yep.
And in manufacturing companies, the working hours are very extensive, right? So you need to balance the working life also for them.
More than the working hours, that 8 9 hours also is very exhausting because they are in front of the machine, the sound, or they'll have to wear the aprons and everything. So already the summer is on, and in the factory also you have about 40 42 degrees. It is not a small thing, though we keep the conditioners and everything. For an employee, standing in front of it is not an easy task for them.
Right, true,
Yeah.
true. Swati. So, how has been your overall experience with Zaggle to conclude this?
I would just put it in one word, Sanjay, that has been exceeding expectations always. So for me, it is like, absolutely wonderful experience. It is not just the platform, but also the team that we have worked with so far, Sanjita, is extremely well. My kudos to
Thanks.
the entire team and keep
Thank
up
you
the
so much, Swati. It means a lot. And I'm, we really appreciate you taking out time and doing this today. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Swati.
Thank you so much, Sanjita. I wish you guys all the best.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Take care.